Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, thank you so much for joining me. So you guys, I'm in front of the camera, a place I loathe being, by the way, but I'm doing this for you guys. So this video today, I'm actually going to be going over, well, just showing you guys how I print my stickers using the Cricut. I know it can be intimidating, can be a little difficult. I've had my share of trials and tribulations with this machine, but I feel like I'm comfortable enough with it that I can share with you guys how I get my stickers cut and printed using the Cricut machine. So that's what I'm going to do with you guys today. I'm just going to do a few stickers. I'm going to print them out. We're going to cut them. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to show you guys how they're going to look in a planner. So I'm going to try it in the classic size vertical, and I also have the big vertical so we can check out the sizes in both planners. So I'm going to do a variation of sizes on the Cricut grid, the canvas, and then we're going to print them like I said, and we're going to see how it comes out so you guys can see the finished product and what they look like in your planner. So this is going to be the only time you see my face in this video, because after this we're just going to dive right in. We're going to print the stickers, we're going to cut the stickers, we're going to try them out in the planner, and then that's going to be the end of the video. If you guys have any questions at all, you can leave them in the comments. I want to give you guys a disclaimer right now. I am by no means a professional at this whatsoever. I am no kind of tech nerd at all. And I know that the method that I might use, there could be a kabillion other easier ways to do it, but this is just the method that works for me. So this is what I'm going to go with. So if you guys have other tips that I could use, you can also put those in the comments for me as well, and I will try them out. But this is just how I had to learn it, fixing things and trying things out, and it ended up working for me. So this is what I'm going to do. So I hope you guys find this video and it gives you like hope. I mean, like I said, if I can do this, you guys, anybody can use this machine. I am telling you. I know people say that a lot, and I'm sometimes when I hear them, I'm like, they don't know what they're talking about. But I'm telling you guys, I am a novice, and if there was a level under novice, that would be me in the technology fields. Okay, so if I can learn how to use this machine, so can you. I've had it for a few years. It has sat in the box for the first few months that I got it because, again, I was super intimidated by it. It just seemed like a lot that came with it. But I worked through it, like I said, and I was able to learn and be able to print and cut my own stickers, which I'm telling you guys, after all this, it saves you some time. It does. So I hope you guys find some pieces of tips and knowledge and tricks that will help you. And I hope, because I'm not using all the big technical terms, that it even helps you. It helps you even more to just be able to do what you need to do. Like, you can understand, it's literally like beginner knowledge, beginner language, you know what I'm saying? So let's have fun. Let's print and cut some stickers, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Okay, thanks for watching. Okay, so here we are on the Cricut, what do we call this? The Cricut design space. So this is the home page. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to new project. Now, before I begin, like I said, most of my stickers that I get, the printables that I get, I can find on Etsy. So when you get printables on Etsy, you pay up front, of course, and then the file is sent to whatever email address is linked to your Etsy account. You get the files in your email, you open your email, you download, and then the downloaded file goes, of course, to your downloads folder on your computer or whatever wherever you're using it. So this is what you do. You're going to go to new project here. You're going to click And then this is going to come up, Untitled Projects. You have your grid, and you have your left side tab. So if you're doing a text, you can do that. If you're using shapes, if you are like wanted ideas from somebody else's project, if you want to use a template. So all of that is over here. But if you're going to download your own stickers that you purchased or whatever the printables, you're going to go over and you're going to click upload on the bottom. And then here is, it'll have all of your recent uploads if you've uploaded any other thing to your Cricut Design Space. If this is an image that you haven't downloaded yet, you just go to upload image. You're going to click browse, and it's going to pop up all of your downloads. So these are downloads that I've already uploaded to the Design Cricut Space. The Cricut Design Space, sorry. So I've already uploaded all of my things, so I'm not going to do it. I just wanted to show you. You would just click one of these, whichever one you're trying to upload, and you just hit open, and then it'll bring you right over to that. But we already did it, so we're going to go back. I've already done all of them. So I'm just going to choose a couple that I've already uploaded, and then we'll just take it from there. So I'm just going to click that. And in this corner is going to say add to canvas. And here's your image. So it might be big. Usually they are big when I get them. So I just bring them down to size. I used to use this here to change the sizes, but I find it warps my picture, like it stretches it out, and I don't want it to do that. So I just put my cursor here, and when it becomes like these little corner arrows, that's when I just make them smaller. I just left click and make it smaller. So the image size that I usually do is, if I'm using my vertical planner, I usually do sizes that's about 1.5 inches. Since these images I wanted to use for like my faith journal, I'm going to make them a little bit bigger. So up to about 2.5. I'm not sure if I've ever used a 3, anything bigger than a 3, unless I was doing like the haunted house that I had uploaded, I think last year for Halloween. And I'm not sure of the size that I used, but I think that one was probably 3. And maybe I had to cut that down. So maybe we'll try a 3 to see. So we'll do different sizes, like I said, so you guys can see in your planner how it's going to look. So for this one, let's go down to 1.5. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, when I first started doing this, look how small 1.5 looks. Like, it looks so tiny on this graph. And I was like, oh, this is going to be too small in my planner. And then it prints and I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay. So that's what I'm like, when you put it up to like 3 or something like that. See, for me, it's like, oh yeah, this is a good size. And even like this is a good size for my planner. And then it prints and it's humongous. And it's like, oh my gosh, that's way too big. All right. So let's try. This is about we'll do 1.5 about, right? So, okay. This is another thing. When I first started using this design space, I would always go to shapes first, and then I would do square. Let's close this back. And this is a good way, because when you are using your Cricut, you have to put the paper, like your stickers have to fit the paper. Right? So if it's over the paper, then it's not going to work. So using a square is a good way to kind of see where you can lay your stickers and how they're going to look, so that you know it's all going to fit on the mat. So I would get the square size, the square shape, and then I would unlock the size. And then for width, I would do 6.25. Height, we're going to change to 9.75. And then I'm going to lock it so that if I move it or something happens, the measurements won't change. All right, so that's just a guide. We're not printing this or anything. It's just your guide to make sure that your stickers are all going to fit on the mat. All right, so back to our sticker girl. All right, so if you leave it like this, right, the printer, you can still print it. What you will have is a kiss cut image. And that means that the Cricut is going to, let me enlarge this a little bit while I'm talking to you guys, and then we'll just bring it back so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so if I was to just take this image, move it over here, or just print it, right? If I print this image and send it to the Cricut to cut, it is going to cut right up against the photo, right up against the image. Unless, now there are some, let's see, sticker shop owners, right, who will already apply their what is the word I want to use? Their offset that goes around the sticker. Sometimes they don't. Okay, so in that case, if there's no offset already built on the sticker, the Cricut will cut right up against the image. Now, I'm going to show you guys an example. These are the fall girls, right, that I did last year. Now, these stickers, I made sure that there's an offset too. Wait. Okay. I put an offset, and that's the white lining around the sticker. If I did not do that, the Cricut would have cut each leaf by itself. It would have cut each leaf around it by itself. Everything would have been individualized, and I would have had one girl sticker. It would have went over every strand of hair that's coming out. It would have went over every single strand, cut every curve, okay, because it's kiss cut. It would have did all the way up in between the sleeves it would have did all of this, and then it would have came out and cut every single leaf by itself. And then you would have been like, what the heck is happening? Like, so this is what the offset is for, is so that it just captures the whole image as it is by itself in one piece. You could never do watercolor without an offset because it would just be crazy. So I hope that I explained that right. So I always put an offset on my stickers if they're not already up there, because like I said, you don't want that. I don't want that. You may want it. Some stickers is fine kiss cut, but see, like for instance, for her hair, it would cut around this strand, it would cut around that strand, it would like, this is not too bad. But some of the images, like the girls with the leaves, it would have cut out all the leaves separately. So the offset keeps your stuff together. Even if you're doing words, if you're doing text, if you don't put an offset on it, it will cut out the T, the E, the X, and T all by itself. The offset keeps them together. Okay, so let's bring her back down. Oh, wait. Well, I could still show you the offset. So we're going to bring her back down. I hope I'm right in talking about the offset. Like I said, that's just what I can tell, like when I'm doing it. If I don't have the offset, then it's just horrible. All right, so we're going to go back down to 1.5. So here's your offset here. You're going to click that. Mine's always preset to 0.25. And you see how it has the blue outline? That is, yeah. You guys can see it on the screen. So this is showing you how far out your offset is going to be. So that means all this area in between that blue line is going to be sticker paper. You don't want your offset to be that big. Plus, it's a waste of sticker paper. So all you're going to do is come over here and you're going to just move the meter down to where you want it. I think she could come down a little bit more. Not to 0. That's good. All right, so then you're going to hit apply. Now, there is your offset. The black lining. So that means when the Cricut cuts, it's going to cut around the outer part of the black. Okay. Now you can keep this like that if you want your offset to be black. This is how some of the, when you get sticker books, let me just show you. For instance, in Happy Planner, this right here. You see how this sticker is? That's the offset. The purple lining around the floral. If it was kiss cut, like I said, it would be up against every single petal, cutting it in like all the curves, all inside there. But the offset is there. The offset is a different color. So if I was to keep that offset like that, as the black outline, when you print it, it's going to print with the black outline. Some stickers are fine. Some stickers, like I said, you can add the color offset and it still looks nice, right? Just saying, if you don't want the black outline, you're just going to come over here. Wait, let me just, okay. You're going to come over here where it says print and cut. And this box here is your black box. You're going to hit that and then you're going to choose your color. So I'm going to go with white. And now my offset is white. So now we're going to select it all together. And then notice how both of these are highlighted. That means the computer is now reading them together. The design space is reading it as one unit. So what you're going to do is come over here and you're going to click flatten. Now notice how it just went into one. So now when I move the sticker, you see how the offset is still there. If I didn't do that, let me show you. Let's go unflatten. I want to show you. If you don't flatten it and you move it, this is what happens. Here's your offset over here. And then the printer will print two separate images. Or you'll drag it over if you have your square for your guide. You'll see that your offset is gone. So that's what happened. You didn't flatten it. You have to flatten it so it's all one piece. We're going to just delete that and then do it again because I want to make sure it's all lined up properly. Okay. So let's do our offset. I know I could probably, there's, oh, it's still there. Good. It stayed. And we're going to go here. We're going to do white. Notices both of them are highlighted again, and then you're going to go to flatten. And this was a step that I used to always forget to do. And then my stickers came out crazy. Or I could hear the Cricut going crazy, cutting jags. And I'm like, what the heck? And I'm like, you forgot the offset again. Oh my gosh, craziness. Okay. Oh wait, what did I do? Did I unflatten? Yeah, I think I unflattened it. Okay. So now let's move this over. All right. So that's our 1.5. It's a little bit bigger now because, you know, we have the offset on there. All right. So our next one. So if that's your first image, you want to go back, you want to add more, you're just going to go right back to upload. You can go back to upload image if it's another image you haven't uploaded yet. But like I said, I've done them all. So I'm just going to come down here and select one of the other girls. We're going to add to canvas. You're going to resize it. So this one, we did 1.5 on that one. Let's do about 2.5 on this one. So we can, I want to give you guys an idea of what they would look like, what sizes they would look like in your planner. Okay, this is 2.55. So let's keep it there. Let's get our offset. We're going to go over here. No, it's too much. Okay. We're going to apply. All right. And now we're going to change our color back to white. Not back to white, but to white. Okay. We're going to select both of them and we're going to flatten. Now we're going to move her over here. So that was our about 2.55. Okay, let's grab another image. We're going to upload. Add to canvas. And this one will do what size should we do? 3 or let's do 3. Maybe I should have used the same size sticker though, so you guys could see. I don't know. We'll just do it like this. I'm thinking maybe we should have just kept them all this girl so you guys could see. But we'll just leave it like this. Okay, we're going to go over to our offset again. Apply. We're going to change it white. These stickers are beautiful, you guys. I think these things are gorgeous. Okay, we already flattened it. We're going to select. Oh, we already did that. No, I'm not going to unflatten. Okay. We're going to put that one here. All right, so let's look at our mat and see if we have enough. We may not. Because that 3 is pretty big, right? Can we try 3.5? Let's just see. Let's do the first girl again. I could have just, what do you call it? Do the duplicate on that, but that's fine, whatever. What are we going to try to do? A 3.5 on this one? Okay. And like I said, you guys, it could be an easier way to do this. Plus, I don't have my mouse for this laptop. This is a new laptop. Y'all, I had my last laptop that I just got rid of. You don't even know. I would start. That's another reason why I didn't use the Cricut so much, because it literally was an all-day event with my laptop. It was so slow. Oh my gosh. You don't even know. I could start doing my stickers and putting them on, doing this same method, like 10 o'clock in the morning. I promise you by 6, I'm still doing it. I promise you. It was an all-day event. That's why anytime somebody put in the comments, can you show us how to use a Cricut? I about died inside, because I'm like, you guys don't even understand what it takes me to do it. Like, I literally have to clear my calendar for the day. Like, just have no plans and then be like, okay, today I'm gonna use the Cricut, because it was serious for me. But I have a new laptop now, so it's like, okay, I can show you guys. It's not going to be an all-day video, because, oh my gosh. All right, this offset is a little bit bigger, but I don't know if we can get it on here. We're going to try it, right? It doesn't hurt to try. All right, so we're going to select both again, and we're just going to come over and flatten. Did we flatten it? Yeah. All right, so now let's see if we can get it over here. We're going to have to move some things around. I honestly don't even think that this is going to, that it's going to stay on this mat, but we are going to, because sometimes it is funny. Even if it shows that it's all on the mat, when you go over to the next page, it'll be like on another page. Maybe take her off, right? Put her there. Oh no, what happened? Get back together. What are you doing? Yeah, I need to, I haven't, my other mouse is on a Bluetooth, and I haven't, yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh wait, we have space up here. Okay. So let's remember the sizes. Do you guys remember the sizes? We did 1.5. This was about 2.5. This was 3, and this is 3.5. Okay. I want to move this up a smidge. Okay. All right. So another thing, if you have grouped your stickers in a way on your mats, okay? If you group them in a way that you don't want them to, because sometimes if you don't group your stickers, right? When I go over to the next page, the design space will sometimes move stickers around so that they fit better on the mat. I find that the only time that really is a concern, well, it really should be a concern, is if you're like a shop owner and you do stickers and you have each sheet. Of course, you want them all to look the same way. You want them to be lined up the same way. If you're at home and you're just printing stickers for yourself, I don't think it really matters how they're on the sheet, on the mat or whatever, on your paper, because you're going to use them anyway. So if they need, if the design space switches them around so that they're fitting better, who cares? That's the only thing I think. Like that's my thinking, is the only reason why you would need to make sure they're grouped is that you don't want them, when you go over to the next screen, changed and switched into different ways or whatever. But yeah, so let's get rid of the mat. So we're going to click on the mat, and you know it's highlighted because the square box is highlighted. So you're just going to delete it. You don't need it. It was just a guide to make sure that the stickers were going to be able to fit. If I didn't have the square, like you could have stickers over here and over there. This is the area where you need them to be able to fit. I don't use the square. Well, I do use the square, but now I just, after I'm done and I have a certain amount, because I kind of know about the size that I use, like I said, I usually use between 1.5 to like 2.5 sizes. So I kind of know how many of those kinds of stickers will fit on the mat, right? So I'll do a few first, and then I'll add the square just to see where the last few I can fit and how I need to turn them and things like that. But other than that, yeah, you don't need the square. After that, you can delete it. It's just for a guide so you can see. Okay, so we have them all laid out. We're going to go over here. We're going to click make, and we're going to cross our fingers that all of these are going to be able to fit on a mat. So let's just see. You can save it if you want. I'm not sure if I want to save it. Should I save it? I'll just save it as a demo, just in case something happens. And then, because y'all should have seen me doing this last night. It was all kinds of issues. Oh, that's what I wanted. I left the papers over here. I'm going to show you guys when I come back. I'm going to show you the trials and tribulations I had yesterday trying to do this video. All right, so we'll just save it as a demo. Okay, project was saved. So here we go. Let's see if it's going to... Yes, it all made it on the mat. Okay, great. So I didn't group them. And you notice how now they're all switched around. But that's what it'll do for space reasons or whatever. And that's fine. Like I said, to me, it doesn't matter as long as it prints and cuts, whatever. But again, if you're a shop owner and you want all of your sheets to be lined up, this, you know, have the certain items in a certain way, then, you know, you would just select all of the items and then you'd hit arrange. And I'll show you when we go back there. So we're going to continue, because it all fit. If it didn't, it would show you 2 pages on this side. You don't want 2 pages. You just want 1 page, okay? So you're going to come over here. You're going to hit continue. And your Cricut should always be, the knob on your Cricut should be set to paper. Okay. So now we are going to send to printer. Okay, and this is what's going to show you this is how it's going to look when it is printed out. These lines on the corners here are for the Cricut to read. These are the borders that the Cricut reads where the images are. That's how it knows. So on this screen, this should always be no, and this should always be yeah. So add bleed no, system dialog yes. You're going to click print. And then you're going to click print again. So while that is printing, I'm going to set up my Cricut and then we'll be right back with the rest of the video. Okay, you guys, so this is the image that I printed. Look how gorgeous these stickers came out. I mean, y'all, can we just take a minute? Is it me, or is it like the sun is just shining on them? All right, so I've attached it to my mat that goes with the Cricut. Do not mind the cat hair, okay? Because tell me you're a cat owner without telling me you're a cat owner. That's where we are with that. All right, so we have it open. So what you're going to do is you're going to feed your mat into the Cricut until it's right up, touching up against here. You'll feel it stop. Okay, underneath these 2 little thingies here. Then your light is flashing. You guys can't really see it. I'm scared to touch this camera because it's so finicky. All right, so you see the flashing arrows. You're going to press that. I feel like I need to move this up some. I don't want it to be hitting the back. And so what it's doing now, it's going to read the borders, the lines. Oh, wait, you got to hit your C. After you hit the arrows, you hit the C. All right, so now it's going to start scanning. Even when I was doing this yesterday, in the middle of doing my Cricut, all of a sudden I had to recalibrate it. It was just like between that and then the printer. First it was the printer issues, and then it was this issue, and it was like, come on. Okay, so now it is cutting, and it's not going to take too long because we put the offset on there. I don't know why I keep wanting to say overlay. We put the offset on there, so it's all going to be like curved lines straight around the image. And it's done. So now you're going to hit the arrows again so it'll release it. And here it is. So what you do when you're getting your stickers off your mat, you just bend it and pull so that you don't tear your paper and it becomes a hot mess. And here is your stickers. And how cool is that, you guys? So now our next step is we are going to try these out in the planner so you guys can see how it's going to look, okay? Okay, so we're back. I ended up printing off two because I was like, I want to try it in the big and the vertical. So I didn't want to run out of stickers. All right, so let's try this one first. Now we're going to try, this is the big size. We're going to do the big size first. So this is our 1.5, right? This is the small size we did. Let's cut off some of the offset on the bottom. But this is the 1.5, right? This is 1.5 size in the big planner. Okay, that's how it's gonna look. This is our 2.5. That's a pretty size, right? It's a good size. Not a pretty size. It's a good size. Okay, this is the 2.5, like 2.55, I think we did. I'm just gonna cut off some of the offset on the bottom. And we could put her right underneath. And this is how it would look in the big. So that's 2.55. Let's mark them so we remember. This is about 1.5. This is about 2.5. We'll put 2.55. Okay. And then this is our 3. Okay, let's cut again some of the offset on the bottom. That's the 3. Still pretty, right? Still a good size for the big. This is a good size for the big. And this is our 3.5, right? We went 3.5. So this is the 3. And this is the 3.5. So I want you guys to get an idea in the planner to see how it's going to look. Just cutting off some of the offset. Oh, I thought that ripped. We could put this here. I want to put it on a line so you guys can see like the box wise. And that's the 3.5. Okay, so this is the 1.5. This is about a 2.5. This is your 3, and this is the 3.5. I like these two sizes. If you do a 3.5 and you have a big, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good size there. It takes up about 2 boxes. Well, it takes up 2 boxes and some of a little bit on the top, bottom of the next boxes. Really good. Okay, so that's what it looks like in the big size. Here is the classic. Let's see, you guys. Let's see what we're working with. I don't know if we're going to have room. I'm going to have to grab another page. Let's try the 3 first. The 3.5, the bigger one. Cut some of the offset so we can see where the other ones can fit. And I'll also note in the comments, you guys, as well, what kind of sticker paper I use, my printer model, and the Cricut that I use. I use the Explore Air 2 Cricut. But I'll have all that in the description as well, including the sticker paper I use. You can also do clear sticker paper too if you want the clear stickers. And I'll also put that in the description, what paper I use for my clear stickers. So this is the 3.5. Pretty good size in the vertical, right? The classic size. This is the 3.5. Where's my pen? Yeah, that's a pretty good size there. This is the 3. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get another page. This is a 3. And the classic. Or maybe not, I don't know. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. Yeah, because I think we can fit this right in that box. Oh, let's mark this. This is your 3. Because this was the biggest question I had with the Cricut. I wish I could find, well, I have it somewhere. The first pages that I had printed and cut with my Cricut. You guys should see the size of those stickers. And I could not, for the life of me, I couldn't figure it out. And I was like, what am I supposed to do? I don't understand. How would I know what the size is? It doesn't make any sense. Because I'm challenged in that area as well. But it's just trial and error. That's all I had to do, is just keep trying different sizes. And I was like, okay. All right, so this is the 1.5. Which would fit nicely, but we have the offset. So if you would, you could still cut around some of the offset, and it would fit in this box. So that's a good size. And then this one is the 2.5. So we did have room. Let's cut a little bit off of on here. Okay, this is a 2.55. Okay, so that's the sizes in the classic vertical. This is the 1.5. This is about the 2.5, the 3, and then the 3.5. And then if you look at it in the big vertical, okay, here's the size difference in the vertical, the big size. 1.5, about 2.5 here, your 3, and your 3.5. Okay, so it gives you an idea of where to start, because again, that was what I was looking for when I started using the Cricut. That was the hardest thing for me, to just get the dimensions down, because I'm like, y'all, nobody ain't telling me nothing. It's like a secret society or what? I'm just trying to figure out the sizes here. And maybe it was in the videos that I watched or somewhere. I just wasn't paying attention. But that was, to me, was the hardest thing, trying to figure out was the size. What are the sizes? So if I found a video that did this after, I would be like, thank you. This is all the information I need to know. The rest of the stuff I got. But if I could just see it in a planner, so I could see the sizes and see what it looks like, then I know what I need to do. So that is it, you guys. I really hope that you guys found this video informative, shed some light on what you were probably not doing, or something that even though to me, like I said, I feel like there's probably other things that I could have done that made it easier. But I hope that for those real beginner Cricut users got something out of this video. And, you know, it's like, okay, this is something that I needed help with, and I'm glad that I was able to do that for you guys. This is a video I've been trying to put out, but like I said, I had that old-timey laptop and it was not it was not what was up. So I'm so happy that I was able to finally do this video for you guys. If you have any questions, I will do my best to answer them. You can put them in the comments. If you have any tips or tricks that I could use, like I said before, put them in the comments as well, and I'll take note of them and try them out the next time I use my Cricut and do more sticker things or whatever. Now I don't mind using the Cricut. I don't mind pulling it out and using it because I know how to use it now. Before, I wasn't so keen on using it. Speaking of before, let me just show y'all some of the atrocities that was happening to me yesterday when I was trying to do this. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna do my stickers. Look at this hot mess. I'm like, what? I did it again. I'm like, maybe this is just me, you know, whatever. I don't know. Look at this. I'm like, excuse me, no. What is happening? I had to Google schmoogle. I was doing all kinds of stuff. I had to, come to find out, I had to do the cleaning thing through my printer. I actually had to do it 4 times to get it back to this quality. Because at first they were saying, like, you have to call the technical help. And I'm like, oh, I can't. So thankfully, I was able to look at the difference. I'm like, what kind of... I even went back to I was about to email the designer, because I'm like, am I missing something, sis? Because I don't know what the heck's happening. So that was what was happening to me yesterday. And then on top of that, all of a sudden, my Cricut, after I got the printer issues fixed, all of a sudden my printer needed to be, my Cricut needed to be calibrated. And I'm like, y'all, I don't have time for this tonight. I don't. Thankfully, I was able to get stuff done in this video, and it went quite smoothly. So that was just, I'm just showing y'all, like, sometimes stuff happens, and you just got to push through and work through it, of course. Like, that's what you got to do. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button. Like I said, I always say, it helps with the algorithm and YouTube, and it pushes my videos out so others can see it. So please make sure you hit the like button. And if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and make sure you hit the bell so you are notified when new videos are uploaded. I thank you all so very much for joining me today. I hope you found, like I said, some of the information helpful and useful to you when you're doing your printable stickers, because I'm telling you, the printables save you a lot of money. I got on this, this is called, I think, Faith Women. 35 images, you guys. 35 images for $3 on Etsy. It saves you a ton of money. You always have the images. They're yours forever. I can use these stickers whenever I want for years and years to come. It saves you so much money sometimes just to get the printables and just have them in your inventory to use whenever you get good and ready. Just like those fall girls, the ones I used last year. All I have to do is reprint them, cut them again, and I can use them again for this year. So saves you a ton of money, and they're super cheap. $3 for 35 of these girls. I will also have the shop linked in my description as well. So I'll have the shop linked. I'll have my copier model, my Cricut model, and the paper that I use. Just in case you guys want to know what sticker paper I'm using, I'll also put that in the comments, in the description as well. And that is it, you guys. So I want you guys to have an awesome day. Be safe. Please be safe and do something really nice for yourself. You deserve it. And I'll talk to you all later. Bye.